Come, let us explore this morning's meditation class and group practice. This morning's text is the first of 11 verses of the ancient Dzogchen text Refining Ore into Gold by Prahe Vajra. Prahe Vajra, known in Tibet as Gaurav Dorje, was a great Buddhist reformer who lived in a land that was known as Odayana, but today is known as the Swat Valley of present-day Pakistan. Together let us relaxingly recite. The mind of perfect purity is indescribable and beyond all thoughts and expressions. It is much praised as the light of the teachers. Being the essence of every teaching, it is the embodiment of the youthful Manjushri. So what I think I'm going to do is adjust the artwork right now. Please bear with me while I do so, or while I strive to do so. So let's hit Insert Pictures, this device. Let's go once again to Pictures and Buddhist Yoga and look for a Manjushri. Let's see. Let's try this, see if it works okay. Let's hit wrap text. Let's pull it to the right and see if it doesn't fit on the bottom half. Almost. Okay, let's adjust the top half. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Shift. And once again, let's make sure everything fits and continue with the reading. Being the essence of every teaching, it is the embodiment of the youthful Manjushri. It abides in natural bliss, spontaneously self-perfected, and free from activity. So these are a lot of words that could be mistaken for pseudo-spiritual word salad. So let's see if we can't shed some light on this. What is meant by the mind of perfect purity? To answer that question, it could be helpful if, I switched to a visual aid. That's what happened. Let's go to Sadhana. Let's go to very easy meditation. With every breath, we have a choice. Do we actively compete against our autonomic nervous system, or do we passively compete with it? Well, what happens if we actively compete against it? What happens if we overfocus and we overanalyze most of the time, as we've been conditioned to do? We could exhaust our prefrontal cortex. including the medial region as well as the dorsolateral region, to such a degree that we begin presenting with symptoms of depression. We could trigger our amygdala, which functions as the seat of both anxiety and aggression. None of those seem very appealing. What happens if we passively cooperate with our autonomic nervous system? We calm the anxiety and aggression of our amygdala, gently transforming them into peace. We also gently stimulate our anterior cingulate gyrus, which functions as the hub of our mirror neurons, the seat of empathy, which transforms dread and desire into compassion and love. Well, the second sounds better than the first, don't you agree? So what is this? How do we do? Let's look deeper. Now we've looked at the benefits of passively cooperating with our autonomic nervous system. How do we do it? One of mindfulness, or sati, was simply noticing. For during each inhalation, we have evolved to automatically access the sympathetic nervous system ensconced within the middle third of our spinal cord. This bad boy has evolved to help us to vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, fleetingly notice mind's antics of perception, emotion, intention, cognition, recollection, and imagination. And since this is not concentration where we pick and choose what to focus on, but rather awareness, that is, as we mentioned previously, passive and random, we notice whatever comes up, whether that which comes up is external or internal, physical or mental, pleasurable or painful, interesting or boring, glorious or grotesque. But what do we do with that which we've noticed? What if meditation or samadhi was simply physically relaxing and mentally releasing in coordination with each exhalation? For during each exhalation, we are wired to automatically access the parasympathetic aspect of our autonomic nervous system, which is divided between the lower third and the upper third of that same spinal cord. This bad boy has evolved to help us to physically relax and mentally release that which we noticed during our previous inhalation to such a degree that fleetingly it could feel less stressful, less permanent, and even less defining. And this is all quite literal. Figuratively, it could feel as non-graspable as a vast empty void, like the illusion of the infinite azure sky on a bright and beautiful cloudless morn, which, although could look tantalizing to the eye, feels non-graspable to the hand. So now that we understand the mechanics, the plumbing, if you will, what do we do? How do we passively cooperate with this process? Simple. As we feel our body in, we treat our breath like a metronome. We neither concentrate on it nor control it. As we feel our body breathing in, silently and mentally, we could recite the demonstrative pronoun this. And as we feel our body exhaling, silently and mentally, we could recite the one-syllable verb is. Now that we have a foundation, let's go back to the lesson text. What is the mind of perfect purity? It's simply this. There is no harm in perceiving. We are not harmed by seeing or hearing or feeling or tasting or smelling. We are not harmed by emoting, intending, thinking, recalling, or imagining. We're harmed neither by noticing or relaxing. It is by passively and vulnerably cooperating with this process that we drink deep of perfect purity. Now, you could rightfully ask, well, does that mean I'm never supposed to think or focus? Thinking and focus, when used in proper proportion, can be excellent. When overused, they can be disastrous, like a physician's draft or prescription, which in a certain amount can restore health, but too much, too great an amount, could poison us. How then are we to know what that amount is? Simple. The more time we spend noticing and relaxing in harmony with our breathing, maybe as little as 5 minutes once every 12 hours or so, the more we do that, the more our choices, utterances, and deeds could flow from love's spontaneity. Not the scattered spontaneity, but the centered spontaneity. So, noticing and releasing, noticing and relaxing are the key to intuiting when to focus, when to analyze, and when to go with the flow. The mind of perfect purity, indescribable and beyond all thoughts and expressions, is much praised as the light of the teachers. So, what if enlightenment was simply getting so good at practicing the Buddha's Eightfold Path that we do so spontaneously, habitually, easily, and effectively? What if this was so easy that by merely noticing and relaxing regularly, the remaining 6 folds of the path, noticing change, intending kindness, communicating kindness, acting kindly, and forming kind commerce, as well as going with the flow, could take care of themselves easily, effortlessly, and spontaneously. What if they flowed? What if mindfulness and meditation were the spigot from which water flows effortlessly? Only in this case to be the water of the wisdom of awareness and release. Going to do my best to turn the page. Being the essence of every teaching, it is the embodiment of youthful Manjushri. A superstitious rightist will tell you that Manjushri is a godlike entity which must be supplicated. A leftist will say no, Manjushri is an archetype of our own enlightened potential, our own ability to wisely observe and release. It abides in natural bliss, spontaneously self-perfected, and free from activities. When we cooperate with our body in harmony with our breathing, that gives us bliss. Sometimes bliss is coarse, sometimes it's very subtle. We don't have to keep an eye on it like a nervous driving student, keeping an eye on the speedometer and the fender of the car as they drive down a suburban street. performing the mindfulness and meditation prescribed by the Buddha is so efficient that in the discourse on the four bases of mindfulness, and the second to the last passage, the Buddha promises that this is the path wherein we could master his teachings in as little as 7 days. This is an effortless path. You and I, most everybody else, have 3 tubes in each inner ear that helps us to walk perfectly upright. 9 times out of 10, all things being equal. It's an automatic process that we don't have to give any thought to unless we're terribly sick or drunk. Similarly, just as the body has evolved to automatically stand up straight, we have evolved, thanks to our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, to notice and release dynamically as long as we persist in stepping out of our own way. There is no need to concentrate. There is no need to analyze, to actively analyze. These things just get in our way, doing much more harm than good 9 times out of 10. Welcome to the lazy bastard path of enlightenment. Having completed this morning's opening lesson, I think it could be grand if we shifted gears. It is Qui-Gon Jinn Tuesday morning. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi. After approximately 30 seconds of housekeeping, this is the Dzogchen Sende Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For more than 30 years, I have harnessed my autistic special interests as well as my ADHD hyperfocus to spend about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation so that I can become your personal, nerdy, neurodivergent guide to Nirvana. Welcome, my friends, to Meditate Like a Jedi, which is made possible due to the generosity of viewers just like you. For the remainder of this morning's live stream, let's play with the latest iteration of very easy meditation, which is available for free download in the description on the web page, whose link is found in the description area below the video. The most efficient way for us to gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to coalesce behind our navel is for us to rest the great knuckle at the base of our right ring finger upon the tip of our left ring finger, palms up in our lap. As we do so, we can count our first set of 12 inhalations upon our right thumb, or using our right thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The moment you have a specific question about Buddhist philosophy or meditation, do not hesitate to type your question in great detail in the chat window, for I tend to check for questions approximately every 13 minutes or so. We could touch the tip of our left thumb to its little finger's lowest set of creases. We could advance our left thumb up to its little finger's second set of creases. We could advance the tip of our left thumb up to its little finger's third set of creases. We could advance our left thumb up its ring finger to its second set of creases. We could advance our left thumb up its ring finger to its third set of creases. Let's advance the tip of our left thumb to the first set of creases at the base of its middle finger. We could advance our left thumb up its middle finger to its third set of creases. We could slide the tip of our left thumb over to the base of its index finger. We could advance our left thumb up to the third set of creases of its index finger. Now that we have reviewed how to count 12 sets on our left hand, of our right hand's 12 inhalations, we can explore how to count the bonus 13th set of 12 inhalations, while simultaneously switching gears from the navel region to gently inviting energy to coalesce in our chest. And doing those two things is as simple as resting the great knuckle at the base of our right middle finger upon the tip of our left middle finger, palms up in our lap. And you can count an additional 12 sets of 12 inhalations on your own. The most efficient way for us to gently direct or invite our subtle energies to coalesce at the crown of our head is for us to rest the great knuckle at the base of our right index finger upon the tip of our left index finger, palms up in our lap. As we feel air enter our nostrils, silently and mentally we could recite the demonstrative pronoun this. As we feel air exit our nostrils, silently and mentally we could recite the one-syllable verb ease. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. In approximately 11 hours, I would very much like to return to lead today's evening meditation class, as well as group practice. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.